you doing, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to be installing Samco coolant hoses and hose clamps on my 2019 Panigale V4S. This is the hose kit right here from Samco Sport, and these are the clamps. So before I get to changing out the hoses, I'm going to do a test with the stock hoses and see how long it takes to get the bike to temp, and we'll go from there. We'll do a comparison with the new hoses. So the current temperature in my garage is 55 degrees. It's pretty chilly still. It just got cold again here in Virginia. So we'll get to that test and see how long it takes for the engine to get to temp with the stock coolant, stock hoses. All right, so 12 minutes, 22 seconds. Fans kicked in. Alright, so we'll keep that in mind for the next test with the Samco coolant hoses. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so the bike's cooled down after that warm-up run. Now we're gonna drain the coolant. It's a 10 millimeter. So of course, Ducati made these like some weird size. Usually American ones are 5/16, but these are like in between 5/16 and a quarter. Alright, so I got this side all buttoned up. It was a little bit of a pain. I couldn't really get the ones back there on the other side of the thermostat without taking too much off, but they're really short pieces and straight, so I didn't think it would be that much of a deal. Just this main one's this long one. That was a little bit of a pain. It was barely enough to fit past the raised lip on there. I don't know if it's because doing this when it's cold out probably shrunk up some, but it looks good. Hopefully it works. We'll see. On to the other side. What we got over there is just a coolant reservoir hose. Probably won't do this one, just this overflow one right here. And that's it. Stuck together. So the clamps that came with this don't fit, so I gotta use a damn zip tie. This kit really been a pain in my ass and taking way too long to do. A lot longer than it should have. Almost don't recommend this kit. Not for fucking $200. It's a lot of work. So Ducati recommends their special coolant, of course, but I picked this up from Advanced Auto. It's pink European, same type of antifreeze coolant. Alright, coolant's all topped up. Now we're gonna fire this bad boy up and make sure it's all good to go from there. And after that, we'll put the panels back on, and I'll wait till tomorrow to do the comparison idle test like we did with the stock one. Hey, how's it going? So it's the next day. I got all the hoses on and op tested. Wanted to let the bike cool for 24 hours so we could do the test. All I got left to do is put the fairings on. Take a look at the hoses, see what they look like. Everything is ready to go. Just gotta get the fairings on, and then we'll do a test like we did with the original hoses. So the only thing I didn't do was the hoses behind the thermostat back there. It's 3 small hoses. I decided not to do them because I'd have to take off the tank and all this, the air box and all that to get to it. And figured I would just change those out when I had to do a more in-depth job on the bike. There's no need to get that deep into it for a couple of small hoses. But I'll get the fairings on and we'll do the test. See how long it takes the bike to heat up and kick on the fans. Alright, I got bike all back together. Temperature in the garage, 57. Alright, let's get this thing started up and see how well it does. You see, last time still on here, did 12 minutes and 22 seconds. So we're gonna reset. Well, the fan turned on, same time as with the regular pipe. So, I guess that was a waste of time, didn't make no difference. Alright, so I drained out all that 50-50 mix of coolant, the peat stuff that I put in, the European Auto. Tested that, it wasn't much different than regular Ducati, the E&I Equip permanent specialty coolant that comes on the bike. So next up, we are going to be trying out distilled water mixed with water wetter. I've used this stuff in other bikes and it definitely works pretty good. I would say a lot better than regular coolant. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this filled up and then we'll do another idle test, see what difference that is. Hey, how's it going? So this is day 3 of the test. We got the bike filled up with the distilled water and the water wetter. Temperature in the garage, 59 degrees. It's a little bit warmer, like 2 degrees warmer than it was yesterday, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference. It's about 4 degrees warmer than it was the first day of the test. So I get the bike fired up, get everything ready to go, and we'll test out the water wetter, distilled water test. As you see from the last test, 12 minutes 15 seconds for, that was the 50-50 mix. This is the distilled water wetter test. distilled water and the water wetter, no real difference. The garage temperature in the garage is up to 60 degrees now. I mean, it was a little bit hotter than the first couple tests, a couple degrees, so not too much of a difference. So I guess at idle, all that stuff doesn't really matter. I guess the real test will come when I get it on the road and see how well it does at cooling off with the distilled water and water wetter. So stay tuned for that video coming up probably once the temperature warms up a little bit. All right, thanks for watching.